I greet you all in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I woke up from a serious dream, and we really need to pray as a country strongly, because this is a dream about the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, and what the Lord shows me in dreams is very serious. So yeah, I take the visions and dreams that He shows me very seriously, because they tend to happen, especially when they are even when they are good, but especially when they are bad and I do not pray about them, they tend to happen. But then when I do pray about them, they never happen. So like yeah, it's like he basically yeah, he fortifies the person who's in danger, and yeah. So I've already prayed for more than 40 minutes before I started recording this. I prayed strongly more than 40 minutes. I didn't want to just jump immediately and start recording, because I was taught that whenever I get a revelation like that, I should pray and pray seriously. So let me get into the dream. So in the dream, um, it's like the first scene that I remember from this dream is like I was in a room, and in this room, I remember seeing one of my teachers from last year, Brighton. So like it's like he's from a school, a Bible college that I went to last year, and this teacher's like the head teacher there, and his name is Brighton. I saw him in a room where I was in, and it's like he was addressing the people in the room. He was speaking to them about something. It's just that I do not remember what he was saying, because I don't remember like yeah, like hearing word for word what was coming out of his mouth. But it's like he was speaking because he was pacing up and down. I could see his mouth moving and he was speaking. And it's like in the dream I could hear everything, but then I do not remember now. But then as he was speaking, there were other people in the room, many other people, but I do not remember who else was there. But I remember Brighton, seeing Brighton, one of the pastors from JBC. And then as he was talking, somebody tapped me on like my right arm, or sorry, my left arm. This person was on my left, and when I looked, it was Cyril Ramaphosa. So, and it's like in the dream we were both laying on our tummies on the same bed, and we were looking at Brighton speaking, and then all of a sudden he basically started speaking to me in a hush hush tone, basically explaining that something is about to happen to him. He was like more like pointing to like around this area, like heart and stomach area, and basically explaining what was about to happen. And it's like as he was talking, it's like I knew exactly what he was talking about. I knew exactly what was about to happen, and I knew that it was time for him to actually go. Like it's like I knew he was about to die, and yeah, like and like yeah, he just talked to me about it, and then after he talked to me and explained, I then got off the bed and just like got away from the situation, got away from him, and yeah, because I knew what was about to happen. And then before the attack started on him, it's like yeah, it's like it started hitting him, and then he like rolled over to like where I was, and then where I was laying. Like yeah, he rolled over there, and then like when the attack started on him, people in the room started rushing to him, like in numbers, like yeah, like trying to help him. And it's like in the dream I knew that no one was going to be able to save him, and I knew it was about to get really really messy. So I went down like the first long flight of stairs, getting away from the situation, so I couldn't see what was about to happen. And then when I was like down like the first flight of stairs, and they were busy trying to like, I don't know whether they're trying to like pump his chest area or what, be- because I couldn't physically see what was going on up there, because of how long the flight of stairs was, and how like the whole thing that was happening was basically like yeah, like physically basically like invisible now. Not invisible, but like, yeah, physically I couldn't see it anymore. But like in a vision, in my mind, in the dream, I could see exactly what was happening. And yeah, um, so he basically, like, they were like helping him, trying to revive him, and like he was throwing up. It's like in the vision I could see Brighton like trying to like pump him, and like, yeah, like he was like pushing him like this in the chest area, and as he was pushing him, like vomit was just exploding out of his Ramaphosa's mouth, exploding out of Ramaphosa's mouth, and it was like everywhere. Like it was like buckets of vomit were coming out of his mouth, and like, yeah, it was like everywhere, and like, yeah, like, and it's like I knew that was about to happen, and it's like I knew that whatever they try, they cannot save him, and yeah, so that's why I wanted to get away. I didn't want to like see all of that like physically, and yeah, but I could see it in the vision. And as they were busy, all of their like panicking, all of them, it's like I just wanted to leave the room, and I went down the second flight of stairs, which led to the door that exits the room that I was in. And then when I exited the room, once again, I couldn't physically see this, but it's like I could sense someone was following me, and I didn't want that person to see which way I went when I went out the door. So I tried to get away from this person. So I could see another flight of stairs that goes down, which is literally less than 50 meters away. Like it was probably less than 40 meters away. And I could physically, like right now, I could literally run to that and I would have gotten away. But in the dream, it's like, I don't know what was happening. I was trying to run away from whatever this person was that was coming, like trying to follow me and be all up in my business. And I was trying to run away from them, and like, yeah, but it's like I couldn't, because like it's like the more I ran, the more that it seemed like the staircase that I was running to was getting further and further away from me. And then when I look back, the person that I was trying to avoid had already come out. And I don't remember the details of who this person was. I'm even looking to my side as if like I can even see them right now. So like, yeah, but like it's like they were following me, and like they were trying to talk to me about something, and I didn't really want to engage with anyone at that moment. Like, yeah, like in conversation. So yeah, I give you the whole dream because I know the Lord speaks serious things, serious revelations in dreams, and maybe the whole dream might make sense to people. I say might, I believe that it will make sense, because normally, I mean, I haven't acquired fully the ability to be able to interpret dreams and visions. But then the Lord has shown me that when I give visions and dreams out and prophecies out, that people do actually know what I'm talking about. And even when I tell them like, hey, I do not understand what this means, please tell me what it means, no one actually ever tells me. Like, no one has ever told me. But the Lord normally shows me that I normally see through other visions that the Lord shows me that people do indeed understand what my dreams and visions mean, and they are able to act upon them, and while not telling me what they mean. So I'll give you the full dream, knowing very well that a lot of you will understand what it means. So yeah, this person was following me, and then they talked to me. It seemed like a woman and a child, if I remember correctly, like a white woman and a child, or whatever. And yeah, I don't remember what they said, but then yeah, they spoke, and like, yeah, I eventually got away from them. And the next scene that I remember from the dream is like I was at an event now all of a sudden. And this event was like a formal event. Like, yeah, it was a formal, like, yeah, event, but like it was a weird event, because like it's like it was mixing teachers and students from like different timelines of my life, because I saw Nonkululeko Shamase from like primary school. I saw her there, and I saw my closest teacher from high school. He was there, and like, I mean, one is from like KZN, and then the other one's from Cape Town. And then I saw Gwen, who I went to We Think Code with, who was sitting next to Nonkululeko. And I know these people in the world, they don't know each other, but in the dream, they were sitting cozily next to each other as if they knew each other. Because when I saw Gwen, I even like tried to look properly and I was like, is that Gwen? And then Nonku Luleko, who doesn't know Gwen here, like literally answered and said yes. So yeah, and then Gwen like smiled at me, and then like Nonku like moved aside such that I could see Gwen properly, and then Gwen smiled at me, and like yeah. So like yeah, it's like different people from like different timelines of my life were there together at this event, and something was happening. But I didn't want to go to like the main area where the event was actually happening. I was just where people like sitting privately like talking as groups or whatever. But then once again, I didn't want to I just looked at who was there, like a few people, and then I wanted to get like time alone. But then as I was trying to get time alone, like looking for a place where I could sit by myself, I then heard like my name being spoken about. And it's like it was Nonkululeko Shamasi who was speaking on the mic about me. So yeah, I couldn't hear what she was saying, but I heard my name being mentioned. And like yeah, she spoke, and then at the end it's like she called me to speak, like, and then someone came to hand me the mic, and then Nonkululeko went to go take a seat in like a private area, and then I mean, I was there with the mic, confused because, firstly, I don't know what's going on at this event, and I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about, but like I've been called to speak, and then so I went over to Nonku, and then like yeah, I called her. She was busy sitting there as if she was thinking or something, like sitting privately, and then like I called over to her. I'm like, hey, you're gonna need to come help me, like, cause I don't know what you spoke about there, what is going on, what was said. So like yeah, you're gonna need to assist me, like so I know what to speak about. And then yeah, she came over, and then we were walking together. It's like she was wearing a green, very tight short dress, or yeah, like in the dream, like it seemed very tight, but like it shaped her very well. That's why I thought it was tight. But then yeah, and some heels. I mean, yeah, you understand why I said that in the next moment. So as we were going to like this main tent or area where everyone was sitting, where everyone was talking, it's like Noko decided to choose this difficult path, which basically goes down like a hill. A hill is like a grassy hill that we go down, which is like next to a pool area down at the bottom. And yeah, and she was doing all of this in heels, and I'm like, okay. I mean, like she literally put on her heels at the top, and then she decided to walk with them down this hill. And I'm like, I was in this dream, I'm worried about her safety, because I can see it's very tricky going down this hill with those heels on. And she didn't seem to mind, like, she was like, like walking well, and then she stumbled a bit like along the way, and I was like, whoa. And then like she regained the balance, and then she made it down safely. And then yeah, but like it's like when she was walking down close to the pool, I mean the space next to the pool and the grass was pretty small. She like basically I don't know whether it was accidentally, but like one of like her left foot accidentally went into the pool, and then it's like somehow she also had dirtied herself like on the thigh area as she was going down like the hill or something, because I saw her dip like her right hand into the pool water and basically use it to like rinse herself on her left thigh. And then as she was doing that, like I was still at the top of the hill, like getting ready to come down. But like yeah, like as she was doing that, like busy rinsing herself, like okay, she used a lot of water, yeah, such that like her whole thigh and like area was like super wet. And then I don't know whether it's the wind or what, but like her dress accidentally yeah, came up such that, her panty was showing, and like the whole wetness was showing, and I immediately like looked to my left to like, give her some privacy. And yeah, because she seemed exposed. Yeah, and then when I did that, it's like the dream immediately froze. Like, it's like the dream immediately froze, and then like a window popped up. Like the dream froze, a window popped up in my face, and then like words started coming down on this window, and then the Lord started speaking to me. Yeah. I don't remember what the Lord said, but like the Lord was speaking to me, and there were words showing up on this window. It seemed like a digital window that had popped up in front of my face. Digital window was popping up, like it looked like a browser window, browser tab or something like that. Words were popping up, and like, yeah, it looks like some app. And then the Lord was like speaking to me, and I don't know saying what. I don't remember saying what. And then that's when I woke up at that moment when that was happening. And then like just a few seconds after waking up, I was hit by the fact that I'd seen Cyril Ramaphosa, and something major happening to him. So then I went into like more than 40 minutes praying in tongues. So I call everyone to pray in tongues because this is serious. But that's the whole dream. I trust that you understand it, because the Lord normally shows me that many of you understand what my dreams and visions mean, and that's why I keep giving them to you, even though I do not fully understand them myself. I understand that a lot of these visions and dreams are not given to me for me, but they are given through me for the public. And this one, I believe, is given through me for the public, and you will understand exactly what it means. So yeah, with those words, I say cheers, and please pray. Please pray strongly.